Welcome to How to Mechanics. In this video, I'll be showing how to change your torque rod bushings on your semi-truck. The symptoms of having bad torque rod bushings are uneven tire wear, unstable steering or the semi-truck pull in one direction, unusual noises like thumping, rattling, or clunking, and vibrations felt in the cab. As you can see, these are extremely overdue. They are dry rotted and have completely failed. This how-to video is sponsored by FridayParts. They are a global supplier of aftermarket parts for heavy-duty equipment. They offer affordable and reliable components for repair, maintenance, and upgrades. They have parts for just about anything and everything, which is great for me because it's a one-stop shop for everything that I work on. To find these bushings, click on the link in the description below, or go to their website and type in torque rod bushings, and it's going to be the one on the top. These bushings were 1/3 of the price that I could find anywhere else. Go ahead and take a paint pen and mark your torque rods. That way, when you put them back together, they're the same way that they came out. These bolts are usually pretty rusted in, so you're going to use some penetrating lubricant to loosen them up. I like to remove one side at a time. There's going to be 4 bolts per torque rod. On each side, there's one on top and one on the bottom. There's also shims in these and washers. Before you take everything apart, I'd recommend taking pictures of everything. That way you know exactly how everything goes back together. After you get the bottom bolt removed, move to the back side. These are kind of a pain to get to, so I recommend using a wobble socket. And then after you pull everything apart, I like to put the bolts back together so you don't lose all the nuts and washers. With all 4 bolts removed, the torque rod should be loose. Now we're going to take the torque rod over to the press to press these out. Before you press them out, you want to make an alignment mark to align the new bushings when you go to reinstall them. If the new bushings are installed slightly crooked, it could put more strain on the bushings and make them wear out faster. You want to find a press tool that's just slightly smaller than the bushing, that way it can fit all the way through the torque rod. These bushings can be really stuck in there and it takes about 10 tons of pressure to push them out. Once you get it popped out of there, you're going to take a wire wheel and clean up the inner surface. This will make it a little easier pressing in the new ones. You want to use a marker and mark the center of the shaft. Then we can align that with the previous mark that we made on the torque rod. Once again, we're going to use the press tool and we're going to press in the bushing. You're going to press it down until it's even on both sides. It will not be flush on one side or the other. It'll be down just a little bit on both sides. Now we're going to do the other side. It's going to be the exact same process. With them both in, make sure they're lined up correctly. Now take it back to the truck. And don't forget to line up your marks that you made previously. To make it easier to remove or install torque rods, you might need to air up or lower your suspension to make it fit easier. On this one, there's a washer in between, so make sure you do not forget to install that. The washers and spacers are used for alignment, so you don't want to get them mixed up when you're putting it back together. And then put the bolts in on the rear. Go ahead and tighten these back bolts first, and then we'll be tightening the ones on the differential later. On the other torque rod, you can see that there's 2 shims. We're going to make note of where those are at. There's also 2 on the bottom as well. Go ahead and remove all 4 bolts holding the torque rod in. This bottom bolt was seized in there. Sometimes you might need to use a punch and a hammer to knock it out. but that also didn't work, so a little more penetrating lubricant, and we're going to use the impact gun to break it loose. If your bolts are like this, I'd definitely recommend replacing them. Some of these can be pretty tight, so you're going to use a soft blow hammer to break it loose. And once again, keep track of all your shims and the placement of where they go. Go ahead and press out the old bushings and install the new ones. Don't forget to line up your mark and install the torque rod into the truck. Add the shims and washers. This one's pretty tight fitting, so I'm going to have to hammer in the shims to get them to fit. And also the ones on the bottom as well. With all your shims and everything in place, go ahead and tighten everything down. I recommend replacing one to replace all of them. When you do the front ones, it's going to be the exact same procedure as we did on this rear side. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my channel, How To Mechanics. I work on just about anything and everything, so there might be a video for you. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.